She's so excited saying that. Oh, I tore ligaments. I can't work out anymore. Hello, beautiful people. It's Mama Goob. So today I'm coming at you to react to Amberlynn Reid's latest video about her weight loss surgery. I mentioned to you this morning that I was going to pre-watch it for you, and I did. And it looks like a pretty informative, meaty video on her weight loss surgery. So I'm going to react to the whole thing. I've sped it up to 1.25. So without further ado, let's get started.
Hey guys, welcome to week 5 of my weigh-ins.
Can't believe she's kept this up for 5 weeks. It's great.
So every Sunday we're gonna do weigh-in, or Sundays that I can, and I have a scale because who knows? I could be on a vacation. That's not likely, but
Sad reality though.
anytime that I'm home on a Sunday and I'm able to do a weigh-in, we are going to do them. So my weigh-ins consist of 5 questions: weight-related, body-related, food-related, just whatever related that this journey is. Does grammar? Then I'm gonna get into like how the week went, etc. and my weigh-in. So for part of my weigh-in today, we're going to talk about the goals because I am now a bariatric weight loss surgery patient. I am trying to get weight loss surgery. So if you're new to my channel, that is a goal that I have for this year is I really want weight loss surgery.
And how many people are getting snuckered in just right at this point, not realizing this is at least the third, if not more times she's done this. But, hey, better late than never. Maybe I can give her the benefit of the doubt.
By the way, I do have like stains, but these are the ones that don't come out. It's from my washer, and I have officially stopped using fabric softener because you guys told me that is what is causing stains on your.
Yeah, you want to know why? Because she was putting the fabric softener in with her detergent. No, you either wait till the rinse cycle when the water is full, or you buy a dispenser, or maybe your luxury villa there has a washer that's nice enough to have a dispenser in it, which
your clothing, and you guys were right. So some of my clothing has these stains on them, and I'm just like, damn, and they don't come out because of fabric softener. That's so crazy.
Then you pitched the shirt. Sorry.
So yeah, I've officially stopped using fabric softener because of you guys. So thank you guys for letting me know. So let's get into it. The first question is, are you using the stationary foot cycle Feline got you for Christmas in 2021? So I was using it, but as you guys know, I tore ligaments in my ankle, and
she's so excited saying that. Oh, I tore ligaments. I can't work out anymore.
I was not able to use it then, obviously. And now as my ankle is healing and doing its thing and getting its SHIT together, when I straighten my ankle, it kind of hurts. So
physical therapy. If this happens to any of y'all out there, physical therapy. Okay. You shouldn't, this happened in August. Where are we? So September, October, November, December, January, February, 6 months. She shouldn't still be having issues with her ankle. And, I have no doubt that she does, but she should be going to physical therapy to gain her strength back because this is not normal. But that would be what a responsible adult does.
So I am not currently able to use it.
You would be if you went to physical therapy because I guarantee the first thing they're going to do is pop you on a bike.
No, but I'm keeping it for when that pain lessens because it has actually gotten a lot better.
Decreases?
In that regard. Next question is, what's your BMI highest and what is it now? So I did my little BMI calculator. At my highest, I was 572.4 and my BMI was 104.8. Wow.
Yeah, that's huge.
Wow, that's horrible. And now it's 91.2, which is still horrible, but it's gone down.
I think it's anything over a BMI of 30 automatically makes you eligible for weight loss surgery, and anything over 25 if you have a comorbidity like sleep apnea, high blood pressure, diabetes, etc., etc. So also, I didn't want to do another Twitter video because that didn't go over so well, but I was looking on Twitter today and people were saying that she's obviously playing with these numbers. Like some of them, she put her weight, they say her beginning weight, she put in a height of 5'2", and the ending weight, she put in a height of 5'3". I don't know why this, look, I honestly, her BMI means nothing to me at this point, okay? When she's like a difference between 38 and 41 BMI. Well, that's a difference. 104 and 91, it's immaterial past further testing. For my auditors out there.
Down 13.6. So I don't really agree with the whole BMI thing. I know that's like a hot topic, but it's like you can't judge someone based on a BMI.
Yes, you can.
Like a normal sized person, because you could be 150 pounds with tons of muscle, or you can be 150
Sweetheart, you're not 150 pounds with tons of muscle.
pounds with tons of fat on your body. And there could be two individuals, both 150 pounds, both, 5'5", and their BMI comes out the same, but one of them has more fat, one of them has more muscle. So it's like BMI is,
Yes, BMI for normal weight people isn't so relevant as BMI for somebody, a half a ton.
just like I feel like it's an old way of thinking, but
Okay, I know she's not 1,000 pounds.
at this size, it's obvious this is not 500 pounds of muscles. I feel like BMI and calculating your BMI is important at this size, but like for the normal size, it doesn't make sense because there's so many factors that go into someone's body. Third question is, what's the next step for weight loss surgery? So the next step for weight loss surgery is a lot. There's a lot. I have a whole list of things that I have to do, tests, etc., etc. So as I do them and as they're coming up and stuff like that, then I'll speak to you guys about them, because the biggest reason why I didn't have like a full video about my weight loss surgery day, my first appointment, is because it's just a lot of information. It's a lot of stuff. But I can tell you now that the next few things I will be doing is I have a scheduled doctor's appointment, because you have to get a letter. It's like a letter from your doctor saying, yes, I want my patient to get weight loss surgery. I think it would be good for them.
My neurologist had to do this for me.
So they have to like write a letter to the weight loss
and it was his idea. So he's like, yeah.
surgeon and fax it over. I have to get my labs done, which I have all this scheduled. My doctor has to go over my labs, and then if there's anything like that stands out that is not very good, then she has to relay that information over to the surgeon.
Yeah, they want to make sure that she's well enough for surgery. Standard. But she'll have to go probably repeat all of these tests. I want to say it's 2 weeks before surgery, but it's sometimes super close to surgery. So she'll have to get all these tests done again, like a chest x-ray. She might not have to get like the upper GI that she's going to talk about in a second, but yeah, she'll have to do them twice. The first is just to make sure that she doesn't have any overarching health concerns that needs to be fixed, like a heart condition, before she goes in. And then, well, let's just watch a little bit further before I say more.
And I also have an appointment to get my GI scanned. Mm-hmm. So it's just a scan of my GI where I have to drink this stuff, and then
they're probably looking for a hiatal hernia. Also, I wouldn't be surprised if they make her go for a sleep study as well, which would be awesome. We've been telling her to do that for, I don't know, 5-6 years.
Do several like pictures of my chest. I have to take a course, which I think I'm going to actually do today. And then I just have a few little things, like they want me to lose 1 pound. 1 pound. I swear to you, me and Feline were shocked.
Feline and I.
Because it's like, you see this way on 600 Pound Life where it's like so extreme. It's like, I want you to lose 30 pounds.
Oh, Kitchobi. Now, Big T Bariatrics, I hope you're watching. He talked about this yesterday, and this is what I've been saying all along. It is not helpful to get all your information about weight loss surgery from My 600 Pound Life, because it's a show. It is a reality show, and it's not correct. Okay, like I said, my doctor did not have me lose an ounce. He didn't care. I mean, he didn't care. He was going to do the surgery anyways. I wasn't 500 pounds though. So I bet the, the pound weight loss is really weird that they'd even make her do that, because she could do that at the bathroom in the middle of the appointment if she came back and weighed herself again, but whatever. Though they may have her, like if it shows that she has like real big heart issues, they will make her lose more weight for the surgery to be safer. So I wouldn't get all excited yet, Miss Amberlynn Reid.
In a month, it's not realistic. And this program is like, that's not realistic. If you could do that, you would have already done that.
Yes.
They just want you to improve your weight and who you are now. That's eating habits, drinking habits, exercise, movements, etc.
Yes. So the other thing is, so if you watch the first season, really even the second season too of My 600-Pound Life, he knew, like, Melissa, the first, like the first person to be on the show, they didn't make her lose any weight, because the theory with Dr. Now, before we got all, train wreck happy, is that these people were going to die without anything, right? So they were either going to die without the surgery, or they could die with the surgery, but if they get the surgery, they'll have a better chance to live. So that's why, the games really only started of lose 50 pounds to show me you can lose weight. That is really only, I'd say, within the last 3, 4 seasons. And it's not fair, because everybody's like, oh, she has to show the doctor she could have weight loss. No, not really.
Oh my God, have I been blurry this whole time? I hope not. So I will talk more about that, obviously. Next question is, what part of your body are you most excited to improve with weight loss? And it's simple, my heart
Thank God.
and my lungs and my liver and my kidneys. I want to improve my
Right answer. Ding, 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 ding.
insides, my organs, the part of my body that makes me function as a human. My brain, like, do I have fat on my brain? Probably.
Yes.
Like, I'm just truly, truly excited to improve my organs. And I know that's probably not the answer that this person was expecting, but
Well, then this person has watched a little bit too much My 600-Pound Life, or thinks that she's losing 20 pounds to fit into a bikini before summer.
that's the truth. It's not about physical. Of course, like, I can't wait to not be as big, but it's very much like I'm ready for my breathing to get better. So that
Yeah.
would be my lungs. I'm ready for my heart to beat better and be stronger. And that's my heart. So the last question is, does quitting outpatient make you feel discouraged? No. No, 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 no. Quitting outpatient makes me feel empowered.
Well, I can't remember exactly what she's going to say here, but her outpatient treatment was not for her. So that, let me hold my comment.
Like, I feel so empowered, and I want to explain why. So, going to outpatient and assuming that I am powerless over an eating disorder
Yeah, she is. You are, honey.
is not going to help with my weight
Yes, it will.
loss. I was in an outpatient program of Health at Every Size where they didn't want to talk about weight loss. They said it was, part of the eating disorder and it's triggering. They didn't want me counting calories. They did
Right. And that is the correct approach for, like, an anorexic or an actual bulimic who does binging and purging and is, or maybe somebody who's, you know, bulimic and is like 20 pounds overweight. To say that to a person north of 500 pounds is basically like signing her death certificate. So she wasted a year because of those people. Now they have their place. Obviously, I'm not anti-health it. Yeah, no, I'm anti-health at every size. All right, let the truth be known. But there's a vast difference in how you treat a 200-pound person versus a 500-pound person. And what they did to her, they should get their license taken away.
didn't want me say no to takeout. They didn't want any of that. That's something I have discussed with you guys before. Um, they say if you're craving seafood boil, have seafood boil. If you're craving a cheesy hamburger, have cheesy hamburger.
Yeah, if you're craving not to be with us any longer, then keep eating like that.
And it just made me feel powerless because it's like I was fighting so hard to, like, get away from that while trying to lose weight. But it's like I was having professionals tell me, no, we're not trying to lose weight. We're trying to heal from an eating disorder.
So I got to back up. So I've told you in my letter to Amberlynn Reid that I went to treatment, outpatient or inpatient treatment when I was 14. And so they were on the tenets of the 12, like a 12-step program, like Alcoholics Anonymous. You have to actually admit that you're powerless to a higher power. But another big part of it was abstaining from what triggered you. And for us, they just made it easy. They're like, okay, we're just going to abstain from anything sugar related. And I mean, it worked for a long time, because when you're not have that constant hunger all the time, you can now deal with your demons, right? Instead of trying to push it down with food.
Disorder. And it was just like, it didn't correlate with me at all. And I constantly wanted to just like give up. And, I started to see my psychologist. It started off with every other week. And then it became every week for a little bit. And then it was like every 3 weeks. And it just like slowly dwindled for me. Like, I love the psychologist. Take away health at every size, take away the whole powerless effect, like, take away all of that. And as a psychologist, amazing. Like, oh my God, she helped me through a lot because during our meetings, it wasn't just about food. I'm going to be honest. 9 times out of 10, we were talking about my past. We were talking about my parents. We were talking.
Okay, do you know how many times I've talked to my psychologist, even when I was in treatment, about food? Never. Because it's not about the food, you dolt. It's about fixing your mentals.
Talking about YouTube, like mental health wise. We were talking about my relationship. We were talking about things like that. Like, it was
Yeah,
very rare that we would talk about food and we would talk about my eating disorder. It was like,
baby girl, that is your eating disorder. Oh,
I don't know. It's kind of hard to explain, but I feel very empowered because it's like I left that. And I, the whole time, I never felt like I had control. I never felt like
and you'll never have control. This is not how this works.
this is what's going to help me lose weight. But now that I left that, and now that I am,
You know what's going to help you lose weight? Not eating. That's why you get the freaking weight loss surgery. And that's why you need the counseling after weight loss surgery, because you're not going to be able to eat and you're going to have other coping mechanisms for your problems, which don't magically disappear. I wish they would.
in the path to get weight loss surgery,
Oh my God, I'm so triggered by this one today.
I feel empowered. And I have already met someone actually at my first appointment because it was like a class, like an educational class that was part of it. And it was amazing. And like, one of the people who actually worked there, like, I don't know what happened. I had to ask like a simple question. And then we kind of like went into the surgeon's office and we just were like talking for like 30 minutes. And then we like added each other on Facebook. Like, I've already met someone.
Yeah, that's actually quite important. You need to connect with other people who are going through it too. I wish it wasn't so, but yeah, it's very important.
Who has gone through the same thing. And it's just like little things like that that make me feel very, very like hopeful. Like, I know that I have made the right choice. I'm choosing to save my life. Like, this is what's going to save my life,
Yeah,
is losing weight.
you have to do
That
it
is
though.
what is going to save my life. And for the last year, it's like I've been fighting back and forth with like, okay, should I follow instructions with outpatient or should I do it my way? Or blah, blah, blah. It's been so confusing. And you guys have seen that. But finally I said, you know what? I'm choosing me and I'm doing me. And quitting outpatient was really hard. And it's like embarrassing because
Well, because it was easy. You didn't have to do anything.
it feels like I failed something, but it's like, I didn't. I did not fail something. I just chose the thing that's going to save my life.
It was the wrong program for you.
Okay, so now on to like my weight and stuff. So last week I weighed 520.0 and this week I weighed 515.0. So that
Excellent.
means I'm down 5 pounds, which makes me really freaking happy. The beginning
Good.
of the week was kind of rocky. I was slowly getting into things. And then when I had my appointment, they taught how you're going to eat after surgery,
Yeah.
how you're going to eat a little bit before surgery, how they want you to eat now. And it was just a lot of like education and like teaching you like what they expect from you and like how things are going to go. So at the current stage for me, they want me to eat less takeout and they want me to eat several times a day because they taught a lot about like how your stomach, like when you get super hungry, it starts to like shrink and it sends off a lot of hormones. And for someone who eats a lot, those hormones can make you overeat. And that's why.
By the way, once you get the surgery, I'm going to assume she's getting the sleeve. I could be wrong, but with the gastric sleeve, that's the best actually for removing the hunger hormones, at least at first. I think it comes back later because you have hunger hormones in your brain too. So she's right. When you are heavy and you have your full stomach, that eating, getting too hungry does make you, tend to binge more. But when she gets to surgery, I am telling you, grazing all day, and she is not going to be successful.
Why people overeat because they just don't eat as much and as often as they should. So they taught like, eat protein first, have,
Mhm.
a lot of protein with fiber. And what I love is like, they're like, don't be afraid of fruit. Don't be afraid of carbs. Like, you need those things, but have healthy carbs. And what they consider healthy is like whole wheat, whole grain, and things.
bad advice.
things like that. And the fact that they only want me to lose 1 pound right now is very, it makes me feel good, but I do have my own goals. I do not want to have surgery in the 500s. So I'm
Good.
not getting surgery anytime soon. My goal is to have it this year though, but it's not like, oh, in a couple weeks. That would be nice, but that's not realistic. I want to be in the 400s. Like I want to be out of the 500s. I could be 498. I mean, that's a little, but I do want to lose more than 1 pound, obviously. And I want to be able to go
The more she loses, the better surgery is going to be, the easier it's going to be.
to my next appointment and I want to be down a good chunk of weight because I want to show them that I am serious about this.
But she can't do this. She can't gain and lose and gain and lose. That is not going to help anybody here. And it's going to screw up her liver even more. And she's going to mention this in a second. Well, she's going to mention the liquid diet. So,
because I am serious about this. Something clicked, something happened, and I feel new and improved and rejuvenated. And I just feel like this is it. This is what I want. This is what I need, and I have to do it. So they do want you to slowly stop drinking carbonation. So I actually saw the dietitian when I was there, obviously, and this is the little paper. She wrote all my little goals down on here. So I am allowed to have 2 diet sodas a day. I used to have 4, so she said, let's just make it 2.
yeah.
And start drinking a little bit more water. They want me to limit eating out. I don't have to like stop takeout completely, but limit it. But I just feel like takeout is triggering for me. So I'm going to like limit. Like very rarely am I going to have
From
takeout.
your lips to God's ears.
And as for like exercise, they want me to exercise like 2 to 3 times a week. So I set myself up a little exercise program that I'm going to be doing. It's just like super simple, starting off slow. Everything is so manageable right now. And it's like they don't tell you, okay, you have to go home and just eat 1,200 calories. Like it's so dumb to think that someone who is like a food addict or binges here and there, or someone who struggles with weight and who has yo-yo dieted like their whole life is just going to go home after one meeting and just eat 1,200 calories. It's so unrealistic and it's just setting someone up for failure.
Yes, that's what my biggest contention is with my 600-pound life. It's not reasonable. Those people, the reason why they, fluctuate so much is because they're not eating enough. All right. So I would think that if you wanted, like if Dr. Now really wanted these people to lose a bunch of weight, he'd put them on keto. I know keto is not easy. I was gonna do it this week, but it didn't happen because it's hard to stay on. But when you're at death's door fat, you got to do something. But 1,200 calories is just setting you up to fail.
Things do get a little more strict, obviously. Like right before surgery, they taught you with like slides, and we got to like look up on the TV. Like it was a whole class, like an educational class. Like it was really, really cool. Like obviously you have to shrink your liver
Yes.
2 weeks before surgery. But a lot of people, like, because I get messages from y'all, like, and I'm not talking just like kindness, I'm also talking like hate, like on Instagram, saying you're not going to be able to stick to the diet that they put you on. You have to just drink liquid. No.
Well, my surgeon, that was the point of the liquid fast, and it's protein. Actually, he wanted us to do slim fast. And I'm like, slim fast? That's like loaded with sugar. Can I do Premier Protein? He's like, yeah, I don't care. As long as it had like, under 200 calories, yada, yada, yada. Because the smaller your liver is, the safer the surgery is, because there's always the risk that when the surgeon's doing the sleeve, he nicks your liver, and that's a big problem. That's a very bad complication.
No, that's just one day before surgery. The week before surgery and 2 weeks before surgery, which obviously is not right now. It's not even close for me. You get to eat normal. You get to eat a low carb normal diet, and they give you a list of foods to eat. And that's what me and Feline were doing anyways.
Feline and I miss 1,000 books a year.
Some months ago when we were doing keto, and I absolutely loved it. It was just my gallbladder that was like,
bullshit.
And this surgeon is actually
Oh, wait till you see what her gallbladder is going to do to her now.
amazing, an amazing surgeon. Number 1 surgeon in the state where I am going, and they do it robotically. And normally,
yes, I had the Da Vinci machine or something like that. Yes, mine was robotic too.
They actually taught this there. Normally, the surgeon has like 1 robotic in their like hospital or whatever, but they have 2, and they said it's very rare.
It's twice as nice.
Rare for a bariatric facility to have 2, but
must be a very fat state.
They have 2 because of how good they are.
Because of how many fat people there are. Sorry, I'm really a nice person, I swear.
The surgeon has won awards. Things are looking up and things are, I don't know, I'm just feeling really good. I'm just feeling really freaking good, you guys.
Good.
And I feel very positive and I have a lot of support around me. Feline is a big support, like such a huge support. And even the people there, like, they were telling her, I can't wait for you to come back. Like, they know that it's like a
Good.
package deal. Like,
Yeah, you need support.
I think they know that when patients come in, they need that person. They need that support
Yeah.
because it's gonna be
Feline, call her wipey. She may be having to help her wipe her behind because although she's had abdominal surgery before with her hysterectomy, and that was a bad surgery. That wasn't a small cut. That was full on open. But when you've had even with the laparoscopic with the small cuts, it's still really painful and you have a hard time bending.
yeah, it's kind of a lot. Oh, and I forgot another thing is I am waiting for a psychologist to call me to do the evaluation. That's another thing that is currently happening. There is a lot more, but those are just like the top things that are currently happening right now. And then we start diving a little bit more into like the nitty gritty, but these are just like the blanket surface things. I don't know what I'm saying. I've been talking for too long. So yeah, that's just like a little bit of my goals and things like that for now. And obviously things will change and goals will change and appointments and different things will happen. And I'll let you guys know as.
So what's the over under for when either the psychologist or somebody's going to tell her she can't get the surgery? Does anybody want to do a fun bet here?
The days go on. But I hope that you guys enjoyed this video and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.
All right. So that was that. You know what? Listen, I'm a little optimistic. Maybe I shouldn't be, but I kind of am. I'm really hoping that this is the one. And she isn't going to do the whole like, let's see who tells her she can't have the surgery first. So I'm really hopeful that this is it. But we'll see. All right, guys. See you next time. And at risk of copying Amber, I didn't realize she does this. Mwah!